Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this day of the start of the contest. We're going to go over the rules one more time for you newcomers out there. This is dice game number 1, contest rules. And this is going to be for a electric screwdriver, rechargeable electric screwdriver with bits. All right, so have to be 18 or older. You have to be subscribed to my channel. And I cannot ship prizes where it's unlawful. In other words, if I get to the post office and they say, you can't ship this because it's got a battery in it, well, sorry, I can't ship it. But if I'm sending a knife or something like that, they may say, oh, you can't send that. It's a weapon. Well, I can get around that going through UPS or something like that. So one way or another, I'm going to send it the cheapest way possible. So I will try to get it to you one way or another. But just in case, I'm not responsible for it. All right, so I did change one rule yesterday. You can earn an entry per video by entering the order that you see the dice show up in the video, in the comment section below the video. And you have to do that before the next video post. So it might be the next day video post, or it might be 2 days before a video is posted. But you have to do it before the next video post. All right, so you don't know if you have 1 day or 2 days of time to post, but get it in as soon as possible. You earn an extra entry for commenting which dice number was accompanied by the bonus card. Okay, so you're going to get, you can see one of the dice numbers out there with a bonus card right beside it. And all you have to do is say number 1 bonus, or whatever the number was beside the bonus. And that gives you an extra entry. So then you can get 2 of them in there, right? Now you get a third one in for each new subscriber you send to my channel. And no limit. If you send 4 people over in one day, heck, you get 4 extra entries that day. So you can get 6 entries there if you did something like that. Okay, the person you send it over to me should comment they are a new subscriber and sent by your name. And I changed that and I added, this also will give them 1 entry. So they don't get a lot left out just because they had to come in and say that they were sent over. They're going to get an entry also, just for saying that they're a new subscriber sent by you. Okay, the final winners will be drawn randomly with a random draw app I have on my iPad. The end of contest date and time have been announced at the same time as the beginning, and I already announced that it's going from today, which is the 12th, all the way to the 26th. All right. So we're going to take a walk outside because I want to show you something else that I was involved in today. I had a little problem with my new water pressure pump. That pump should only use about 1,200 watts of energy. And that's all that I figured it uses 10 amps, 120 volts. That should be 1,200 watts. Well, I checked it with my kilowatt meter at the pump itself. The pump kicked on. It's only using about 1,145. So 1,145 watts is fine. But my power jack was showing I've got 111 drawn now because I've got a fan running inside. But I watched it when it kicked on the pump, and this was jumping up to 5,000 watts. Well, something is wrong with this inverter, saying I'm using 5,000 watts when that pump kicks in, because even with the voltage drop, which I shouldn't be having because I ran number 6 wire all the way from the panel to the shipping container, so I should have hardly any voltage drop in that wire running the whole distance. But it was jumping up so high on the surge when the pump kicked on, that it was popping the breaker in here, and then it got to the point where it actually burnt one of the 250 volt fuses. So I had to repair all of that and get my power back on. Well, I'm not happy with that. Of course, I do know that over the years I've learned that Chinese electronics overrate and lie about things. So this is supposed to be 8,000 watt running, and it's supposed to be 24,000 watt. Oh no, I'm sorry, 32,000 peak surge watts. But 32,000 peak surge is under 3 seconds. Under 3 seconds. That's all it'll handle. So it's first it lied about what its surge availability is. It lied about its maximum wattage, running out wattage output, because 8,000 should have no problem running a 1,200 watt pump, right? Right. Well, especially since I'm only using a couple of watts during the day here, and I'm only showing like 15, 17 watts on normal, just running clocks and things like that. So it shouldn't be a problem. But every time that pump would kick on, it would I'd have to come in here and reset the switch on it, and then it started blowing fuses. So I think this baby is done. So I just ordered a brand new Ames. The Ames is only a 4,000 watt, but that should be plenty for what I'm doing, because my watt input here is 4,350 watts on solar. So 4,000 watt inverter should be plenty. And the Ames, of course, is made in America. It's coming from Texas. It'll be here like next Thursday, and I'll swap them out, and then I'll just keep this one on the side as a backup emergency unit. So if something goes wrong with the Ames while I'm getting it repaired, I'll have this one to keep running everything. But the water pump problem is just not acceptable. I'm not going to live like that. So I just had to go out and spend the money for it. And of course, put it on a credit card. Can't really afford it, but heck, I'll pay it off a little bit every month with outrageous interest, but at least I'll have it, right? That's all that matters. So sometimes you got to do stuff like that. Bite the bullet and go for it. So anyway, I wanted to show you that and talk about that situation right there. So another thing is, I've mentioned that I have one of my viewers offered me some really big pallets with really clean wood on it. So I'm going to go pick those up. I have to get my trailer set up, and when I get my trailer down there, I'm going to be carrying a pretty tall load on there. So I wanted to make sure that I had everything fixed on the trailer. So I've got it over here in front of the shop, and as the day goes on, I'm going to get over here and get some welding done, because a couple of things from the last time I hauled a tank for my neighbor up the road was I broke the plate weld off of there, so I've got to get that re-welded. And I broke the tie down over here, so I've got to get a new one here welded on. And the one on that side actually got really bent out of place, and while I was prying it back, I cracked the weld on the right hand side, so I'll re-weld that and make sure that's solid. And then one of the self-tappers that was holding this one in broke off, so I'll weld that and the one on the other side, and then I should be good. And I'll get going from there. Anyway, that's all there is to it for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I hope you all saw the order of the dice out there as I was walking around. And get your entries in, and don't forget the extra entries, right? This is G Bear, thanking you for joining me and signing off.